This Ditech video is sponsored by Cetco Energy Services, manufacturer of concrete slurry solutions for the construction industry. Cetco Energy Services, a division of Minerals Technology Inc., has developed an economical line of concrete slurry treatment products from their years of experience with oil-field wastewater reclamation and recycling. Cetco's bentonite-based products are safe, efficient, and easy to use. With concrete sawing, drilling, and polishing, concrete slurry produced is a major disposal problem for contractors. Current EPA compliant methods of slurry disposal is expensive and labor-intensive. If not treated and reused, large quantities of wastewater will be produced at the job site. This large volume of wastewater is difficult to manage and expensive to dispose. The EPA restricts discharge of contaminated water under the Federal Clean Water Act. Processed water must be disposed of properly under strict rules. The Cetco water treatment procedure will allow the contractor to use less water during their sawing and polishing operation. Less wastewater produced means less to dispose of at the end of the project. In this demonstration, we will show you that the Cetco bentonite-based Floc will cause quick settling and separation of suspended solids of concrete slurry. The clay hydrates, causing a negative charge, attracting the positive charge suspended particles to flock together and quickly settle to the bottom of the tank. The pozzolanic charge also attracts heavy metals and other contaminants in the water to provide a clear and reusable water supply. Good mixing is the key to producing large floc and clear water separation. The clay particles act as magnets, attracting the suspended contaminants and caused rapid settling. You can see the large particles forming and quickly settling to the bottom. After this reaction, the slurry solids will not go back into suspension. The suspended solids will remain attached to the clay particles for easy dewatering separation. Bentonite clay has a natural waterproofing characteristic and will desire to separate itself from the water molecules. This makes for an ideal dewatering medium. Continued mixing enhances the water quality by allowing the clay particles to attract more cement fines and increase the water clarity. The paper towel represents a fine filter media such as a filter press or a dewatering bag. Note the clear water draining away from the sludge. The clay desires to repel excess water. By squeezing the clay sludge, clear water is forced out and a dry cake remains. Next, we decant the clear water from the sludge. This reclaimed water can now be returned to the machine for reuse. This is how the overall volume of the water required for the job is reduced to a fraction of the water volume previously needed. Water reduction results in lower disposal costs for you and your customers. The treated clear water can now be disposed to the sanitary sewer at the job site or collected and reused on the next project. This will help you and your customers stay EPA compliant and result in a happier project owner. Cetco can also help the contractor by solidification of the remaining wet cement sludge. Landfills will refuse sludge that will not pass the EPA paint filter test. Cetco Slurry Dry, a superabsorbent polymer designed to absorb excess free water in the sludge. Very little mixing is required due to the capillary action of the slurry dry powder. You can see that almost immediately the wet sludge starts to solidify into the gelled state. After a few moments, the product will now pass the paint filter test, allowing for compliant disposal to the job site dumpster as construction waste. Dosage of the slurry dry is based on the amount of water remaining in the sludge. The more water that is removed, the less slurry dry required for solidification. The next demonstration shows that untreated concrete slurry passes easily through filter media. Adding and mixing slurry sep and allowing flocculation to occur, you will see that the large floc particles are easily trapped by the filter media, allowing only clear water to pass through. This clearly shows the benefits and the speed of the separation of slurry sep and its dewatering properties. The larger the floc particles, the easier it is to filter out the solids. This is why we encourage thorough mixing to allow the floc to grow to a maximum size. Note the clarity of the water passing through the filter with virtually no solids passing through. We can use a paper towel as a fine filter media to represent how a filter press would trap and compress the solids, creating a dry and disposable cake. Thank you for your interest in Cetco Slurry Sep and Slurry Dry products for your slurry solution on the job site.